Now by my maidenhead. A 12-year-old, I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid. Where is this girl? What? Juliet!
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, please leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me, thou hearest our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age into an hour.
She's not 14.
I lay 14 on my teeth, and yet to my teeth, be it spoken, I have but 4. She is not 14. How long is it till I am tied?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even or odd, of all the days in the year, come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls. Where of an age? Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me, but as I said, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she marry, I remember it well. And since that time it is 11 years, for then she could stand alone, nay by the rod. She could have run and waddled all about, for even that day before she broke her brow. And my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man, took the child up, yea, quoth, he doth thou fall upon thy face. Thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit. Wilt thou not, Jewel? And by my holly dame, the pretty wretch, left crying and said, A. To see now, how a jest shall come about, I warrant, and I shall live 1,000 years. I never shall forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel? He quoth. And pretty fool, it stinted, and say, A.
Enough of this. I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam, I cannot choose but to laugh. To think it should leave crying and say, A? And yet, I warrant, it had upon its brow a bump as big as a crocodile's stone, a polaris knock, and it cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, fallest upon my face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou comest to age. Wilt thou not, Jewel? It stinted and say, A.
I stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
Peace, I have done. God mock thee to his grace. Thou waste a pretty babe I ere did nurse. And might I live to see the married once, I have my wish.
That marriage is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were not I thine only nurse? I would say thou hast such wisdom from thy teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, then in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his wife.
A man, young lady, such a man, as all the world, why, he is a man of life.
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read over the volume of young Paris' face, and find delight with beauty's pen. Examine every married lineament, and see how one another leads content. And what obscured in this fair volume lies, find written in the margin of his eyes. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. The fish lived in the sea, and is much pride, for fair without the fair within to hide. That book in many's eyes doth share the glory, but in gold clasped locked in the golden story. So shall you share all that he doth possess, by having him making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like Paris love?
I'll look to like if looking liking move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye. Then your consent gives strength to make it fly. Madam, the guests are come, supper served up. You called? My young lady asked for. The nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything is in extremity. I must hence you wait. I bestreat you, follow straight.
We follow thee.
Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl, seek happy nights to happy days.
I'm right here. What do you want, babe?
I don't want you.
My mom, I'm right here. What in the name of heavens do you want me for?
Go on,
for a minute now. Would you? I need to talk to my daughter. Wait now, you can listen to this. So you know if my daughter's a good age.
She's only young yet, bud.
She's not 14 yet.
When's your birthday?
Oh, me nerves. You don't know that? Maybe it's about 2 weeks.
Oh, my lord. Can't believe it's been 11 years since the earthquake. Still remember the day before. My daughter bumped her head into my husband. God bless his soul. He took her up and asked her if she hit her face on the ground. My daughter, still crying, said yes.
Well, sacred heart of Mary, would you stop going on about your daughter?
Yes, I know. I can't do anything but laugh at her. I mean, she had a bump on her head the size of the Atlantic Ocean, and she still lives with her father and answers. When you get up on the altar on your wedding day, you'll be ready to fall back, don't you?
Like my mother said, shut your trap, would ya?
Yes, I'm done. Now I say, you weren't no holy baby. When you get up on your wedding day, and you get married, that is the day, bye.
Hey, Bob, that's what I came to talk to you about. So what's your thoughts about getting married? Boz, oh Boz, I'm not ready to get married yet. Maybe when I get older.
You must get your thoughts from me.
Why, the son, you better be thinking about marriage. There's girls here running out who are already mothers, and when I was your age, I had you. So what I came to tell you is that parents want you to be his bride.
Oh, it's a lot.
There's not one man here in Verona who's better looking than him.
I'd say.
So what do you say? When you see some man at supper, look at his face. It's gorgeous. He's all eyes of strength. All the girls in Verona are trying to get with him. And if you marry him, he'll share all his money with you. So by marrying him, you're going to live the life of luxury.
You'll be a lot richer.
So, quickly now, tell me if you love him or not.
Well, Mother, even though he's not, for all I know, he could be an arsehole. But if he likes him, I guess. Mrs., the guests are coming and supper's downstairs. We need you downstairs because everything's going wrong. I gotta go downstairs and serve the grub now, but you gotta come with me right now.
By the Lord jumping knives, I'm coming. Juliet, hurry on now, because Paris is waiting for you downstairs.
Go on now, go have fun. Go on.
How now?
How now? Who calls?
Don't look at the camera, you retard.
Wait, I'm confused.
I opened the door, you look at me.
Oh.
That was the prettiest face that I added.
Madam, the guests are come, and the.
Okay.
Mrs., the guests are coming now, and the supper's on the table. You want to stay downstairs because everything's going wrong.
I'm going to go downstairs and serve the grub.
No.
I tapped on it.
Mrs., the guests are coming now, and the supper's on the table. Do you want to stay downstairs because everything's going wrong? I gotta go downstairs and serve the grub. You gotta follow me right now.
By the Lord, I'm coming. Juliet, hurry on now, because the Paris is waiting for you downstairs.
Mrs., the guests are coming. Mrs., the guests are coming now. The supper's on the table. They want you downstairs because everything's going wrong.
I'm gonna sniffle. By the Lord, jumping dies, I'm coming. Juliet,
I'm still here.
Action, you dummy.
It's my game.
That's on video.
All right.